Hey guys, Claude Johnson here from GuitarControl.com, and I want to say a few words about the so-called CAGED guitar system. So CAGED is an acronym, basically C, A, G, E, and D. And I guess the idea behind the CAGED system is that you're getting most of the shapes that you need to cover, you know, anything anywhere on the fretboard. So personally, I'm not that big on this system, and I'll tell you why. First of all, if you're a beginner, you don't need to know all the shapes across the fretboard. You just need to get started with your basic chords in your root or open position. So for example, if you wanted to play Midnight Rider, for example, by the Allman Brothers, it's just a little lick with a D chord. And then the chorus is going to be a G minor bar chord, a C chord, and then back to the D. So you don't need to know, you know, a D here and a D here and a D here. You know, it's just a waste of time when you're starting to learn your favorite songs. Now, when you're more advanced, I think there's better ways than CAGED to know all the, you know, different voicings across the fretboard. That being said, let me explain what I understand about the basic CAGED guitar system. I know there's lots of ways to use it, including finding the scales and the arpeggios. But basically, you can take each of the CAGED chords and find a shape on that. So for example, let's take the key of A, okay? I love the key of A. So we'll take that through the five CAGED positions. So the first one is C. So if you were to move that up the fretboard to the A, you'd get this, which is kind of a cool voicing. I mean, I like this little voicing better. It's just part of the three strings, but this is a 4-note voicing, really combining this with this. It's really like a root 3rd, 5th octave voicing. Okay, so the next one is in the CAGED progression, C, A. That's our A is here, which would also be this A here. Okay? And then G would be basically like this. If you wanted to play all 6 strings. It's a pretty stupid voicing. I don't see when you would really ever want to do this. But it's like, you're playing this root position triad here, and then it goes into this. Okay, so that's your G shape of your A. Then it's, let's see, C, A, G, E. Okay, that would basically be your bar chord, which is a good one to know actually. That's, okay. And then D, the D shape would be A up here, which is also kind of good for arpeggios up here. Alright, so that's basically the idea of the CAGED system is you have 5 different shapes that you can use to play any major chord across the neck in different positions. But again, I think there's better ways to do it. For example, you could take each group of 3 strings, like for example, the middle, the D, G, and B string. There's an A, there's an A, there's an A, and then there's an A. I think that makes more sense than the CAGED system, but some people like it, and I just thought I'd give you my 2 cents on it. If you'd like to learn more about how I like to break down the fretboard in my system for mastering the guitar, check out GuitarControl.com/secrets. All right? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye.